And welcome back to part 8 of What If Naruto Had the Byakugan. Last time on the Naruto What If, we went through basically all the preliminaries. All the pairings are still the same. Nothing has changed to change that. So we can catch up to after the preliminaries. Everyone's going to train with the proper person they're going to train with. Sasuke is even there with Kakashi at the time. Basically, Team 7's together when Kakashi says, okay, you guys are going to have to go training. And Naruto initially wants Kakashi to still train him. Oh, you're going to train with Kakashi? I'm afraid I can't, Naruto. I have other things to be taken care of. And he just looks at Sasuke and just says, you're going to be training him, aren't you? It's like, look, Naruto, to be fair, Sasuke does have the Sharingan. It makes sense for me to train him, being the only other one to do it. You have the Byakugan. I certainly could aid you, but I'm not the proper person to help train you in that regard. And Naruto actually would lament on that. Not lament. He would... not recede either. What's the term I'm looking for here? He would rest on that, I suppose. He'd be content with that. He accepts that. I need a different chair. This stool is not going to work. Sorry, the stool is semi-broken, and unfortunately, even on an even surface, it keeps coming apart in one spot, and it keeps just. I'm afraid at some point I'm just going to fall on my ass. Anyway, he relents. That was the term I was looking for. He relents, basically. He accepts, fine, I guess that makes sense. What about me, Kakashi-sensei? Don't worry, Naruto. I was able to find you a teacher. And someone you should actually be pretty happy with. And there walks in Ko. Now, how is Ko able to train Naruto here? After all, he's still a member of the main household. And most of the Hyugas aren't big fans of Naruto. I mean, Hinata obviously has got a thing for him. They're friends. Ko is obviously more than comfortable doing it. And I'm sure a lot of the branch houses, or a lot of members of the branch houses, would be more receptive to Naruto because similar kind of standings to a degree. But, I mean, most of the main branch, particularly the elders and Hiashi, don't like the fact that Naruto kind of even exists. So how would they allow him to just train Ko? Well, Ko has already been kind of reprimanded before, and he has at least the advantage of being part of the main household, so he's not going to be branded with the seal, at least not for a indiscretion like this. Add on to the fact that it could easily be just like what the third argued, if you're not going to take him in, he better know how to better get strong so your bloodline doesn't get taken. I assume even now the elders continually try to figure out, okay, how can we put a seal on this kid without getting in trouble with the third Hokage? So Ko basically is there without anyone actually knowing too. Now, he might be defiant, but he's not stupid. He's not just going to look at Hayashi, the clan head, in the face and go, F you, deuces. I'm just going to, I'm out of here. Now, he's not going to do that, but really, he just says, yeah, Hayashi actually doesn't know I'm here, but I know you need help, Naruto. So I'm going to help you out with your training. Oh, cool, awesome. And this would make sense. Kakashi knows Ko has been training him. I'm sure the third had given some information on that, about what he had been doing prior. So he's aware at least this one Hyuga is willing to train Naruto. And Ebisu, there'd really be no point for Ebisu to be there. So absolutely. It makes sense that this is the scenario we'd get. So after the fact of all this happening, Ko and Naruto get a little bite to eat. Ko knows Naruto's appetite, I imagine. So it's like, hey, limit 2 bowls, Naruto. I'm not made of money. It's like, aw. And so they eat and explain what we're going to be doing. Well, I figured we will try to work on your gentle fist a bit more. Obviously, you can use it in the more broad sense that you do, but the key to the Byakugan is being able to see the chakra points and targeting them individually. So we're going to try to work on that. But beyond that, I'm almost certain that Neji is probably trying to practice something specific. So I think it's time. I think you should be able to try to learn this technique as well. Really? What? And I'll show you. And he shows off the rotation. That is what he's going to try to teach Naruto, along with trying to increase his chakra control for more nuanced hits. The style that he uses is certainly effective in his own way, but if he can master the gentle fist, or at least get the basics down of the gentle fist in the more concentrated through your hands and fingers instead of your palms or fists, that'd be great. Problem here is that Naruto still has the 5-prong seal on him, so his chakra control is still shit right now. So he's struggling. Even with Ebisu, he was still. I'm just gonna. It's all good. It's all good. I hate this stool. I really don't like it. But even with Ebisu, while he had the 5-prong on there, he was actually getting the concept down surprisingly quickly. And then once Jiraiya actually was able to remove the seal, he could do it instinctually, like it wasn't an issue at all. So it actually showed you how well Naruto's chakra control had actually come at that point. Still wasn't great, but he was good enough to be doing both tree walking and be doing water walking. So after practicing for a while, and generally, at first they try with the gentle fist. He can tell Naruto just can't get it right now. That's not the way to start. Then they try the rotation, which Naruto, because it's about expelling your chakra in a certain way, it's a little bit easier for Naruto to do given his circumstance, but he still isn't getting it immediately at all, which Ko's not expecting day one. So they say, hey, it wasn't a bad day's training, Naruto. Why don't we go to the hot spring, have a nice soak, and talk about our game plan for next month? Cool. Yeah, cool. So they do. And, they go and they have a soak, and while they're in there, they hear some giggling. And you're wondering, I'm sure, is he going to be there? Is he going to be there to, just meet the old perv? Sure enough, they see a white-haired guy, older white-haired gentleman, just peeping into the women's bathhouse. Research. And Ko, obviously, knows who Jiraiya is, of reputation, has probably seen him a couple times. But hell, Ebisu didn't recognize him from the back either, and Ebisu knew who Jiraiya was. So, yeah, this Ko probably comes in and says, "How dare you be such a peeping Tom? Oh, please! What do you? Just knocks him out. Keep it down. You want to get us caught, you idiot? You just floored my friend and my trainer for the month. Oh, well, so he was interrupting my research. I need my inspiration after all. I'm a famous writer. Perhaps you've heard of me. Wait, I've seen those. They're nothing but smut. They're not smut. Therefore, it is literature of the highest quality. I am Jiraiya, the Great Toad Sage. And so the interaction of Jiraiya and Naruto happens. And I would honestly, it'd go the same. It really would. Granted, there would be a big difference coming up later on. I'm just checking my notes. They would go through the whole him bothering Jiraiya and the and the gentle fist and whatnot. And Jiraiya is just like, at least you could do is try to teach me something. What? I have no idea what to be able to train you in, kid. Come on. Ko was trying to teach me how to do the rotation and the gentle fist. At least you could do is at least keep an eye. I bet you at least seen some Hyuga or something like that do it. To which this strikes a the clearest chord with Jiraiya's like, wait, what are you talking about? You don't look like any Hyuga I've seen. It's like, well, I assure you, and then Naruto activates his Byakugan. I assure you I am. That's impossible. How in the... So, really, Minato really was at least part Hyuga. Well, it looks like he never did awaken those eyes, though. It looks like Naruto's been able to access them. Interesting. So you really are a Hyuga. That's impressive. I'm not a Hyuga. I'm Naruto Uzumaki. Well, true. But you carry the Hyuga bloodline. That's where those eyes come from, kid. Tell you what, I might be able to help you. I can't really, at least partially. I can't really help you with the training with the Byakugan per se. That's something you're gonna have to do on your own. But I might be able to teach you something else. Here, go in the water and tell me, have you learned the water walking technique? You get out of the water and just, do some chakra exercises. I want to see how much you have. And Naruto focuses. He's getting soaked, so he takes off his shirt, and therefore Jiraiya sees the seal. And then obviously he's like, hold on, come on, put your arms up way high. And then just boom, releases the seal. All right, try doing it now. What? Whoa, hey, awesome. So Jiraiya obviously removes the seal at this point. And so, yeah, you'll have to give me an extra day, Naruto. I hope you don't mind, but I'm gonna just go and prepare something for tomorrow. And so Jiraiya goes to prepare. Ultimately, Ko and Jiraiya do meet to talk. Forgive me, Jiraiya Sensei. I didn't know it was you, but to think I would have found you doing something like this. Hey, look, kid, don't mock my research, okay? And we all need our inspiration. And so they, Ko still wants to train Naruto because Jiraiya obviously really can't train Naruto in the Hyuga arts. And so what's going to ultimately happen is they're going to do a bit of a joint training. Ko is going to help Naruto with the Hyuga arts, whereas Jiraiya is actually going to teach him how to try to access the Fox Chakra. And that side of the training goes how you'd think. Naruto, not even thinking about it, though, splits some clones up to try to practice the Hyuga stuff, while he's practicing the summoning jutsu. Now, because Naruto's chakra control is greater here, he would have more finesse in terms of accessing the chakra. Unfortunately, it's still not like he's going to be able to summon Buddha on his own chakra. I don't think that's going to be able to happen. I do think, though, that if Naruto, with his own straight chakra, tried and had good control, he probably would have been able to summon at least Gamma, but regardless. So now we fast forward to the day that he summons Gamabunta. How far would he have progressed at this point? Decently far. Like, his gentle fist is still a lot more power than finesse, but it is something where he can concentrate it down to like maybe like a silver dollar, like something like that size. So he can hit a point. He can hit one, but it's still like attacking the whole system, not just the chakra point, or at least the whole system in that area anyway. So he's proved, but still it's going to need work, going to need time. Rotation, though, is something he actually was able to get down, I think, a bit more effectively. I think the nature of the rotation being just jettisoning chakra out of your chakra points, the fact that you need to have excess chakra to do it, and the style of it being a bit more like freeform, which kind of leans into who Naruto is something he could have gotten down a bit more effectively. And also Naruto's tenacity and training, it's something that'd be a lot easier to do. Unfortunately, the the Toad summoning contract, not going so hot. So Jiraiya says, "Hey, Ko, why don't you go get a drink or something? I got an idea for Naruto." It's like, "Are you sure, Jiraiya Sensei?" He's like, "Yeah, no problem. You go on." And it's like, "Come with me." And then, obviously, boom. It's like, "Oh, God." And then he meets the fox. And is the fox different to Naruto here? Or is Naruto different to the fox? I honestly don't see much of a difference here. It's not like with... if he's known the fox earlier in his life, or if he's somehow able to access his inner world, his inner mindscape more often. It's not like that. In those scenarios, definitely his relationship with the fox changes. Here, so far, nothing's changed. But he still gets the chakra, summons Gamabunta, and Bunta's not happy, so they make the bet. And so Naruto has to try to stay on his head the entire rest of the day, which he ultimately does, and ends up going into the hospital afterwards because he's just tired. And then Bunta, F's off and does his own thing. So beyond that, though, there are only a couple finite moments before the actual tournament to talk about. One is when Gaara tries to kill Rock Lee in his bed. We know Naruto and Shikamaru both stopped, and Naruto struck him in that. Here, Naruto actually, does a palm strike, and he keeps it low. So it's like, boom, and Gaara's chakra does go wonky on that. Like, what was that? Granted, he has the sand armor, so it's not like it's going to be able to hit a chakra point very effectively. But still, he did feel it because he felt chakra go into his system. It's like, what are you doing? He lost. He almost beat me, so I want to kill him. And Naruto and him have that conversation about being monsters. But you hit me. My chakra feels weird. Yeah, guess what? That's right. You have those eyes. It makes you different, doesn't it? A monster. And so Naruto's like, these eyes don't make me a monster, but I definitely carry a monster in me. So I know exactly what it means to be one. Oh, so you have a monster inside of you too. I have one as well. And, Gaara starts to go into that crazy mode he goes in. And I was like, wait, he has one? And then he activates his Byakugan. And sure enough, he's not just seeing Gaara's chakra. He's seeing the Ichibe's. He's at Ichibe's chakra. QB, Ichibe, yeah. He's seeing Shikaku's chakra. It's like, whoa. It's like he's not kidding. That's not normal chakra in there. And Naruto takes a look at it, his hand, and he looks at himself. He's like, I remember what that looks like. That looks like the chakra, like the fox. It's not strong though, but what is that? And so Gaara attacks. Guy steps in. There you go. So Naruto's a bit shaken, definitely. Then you go into that scene with Hinata and Naruto before, I think it was the night or before, or like a day or two before. Either way, Naruto's at training ground 7. He's, kind of just contemplating what to do, and Hinata shows up. Hinata, oh my God, you're okay. Thank God. I was worried. I would have come to visit you in the hospital. I've been training this whole time. It's like, oh no, it's okay, Naruto. But why are you out here? I'm just, contemplating the whole beating Neji down thing. He's not gonna know what hit him. And to which Hinata kind of looks at him and is like, Naruto, I've known you for a lot of years now. I've known you for a long time now. I know when you're worried. I know when you're nervous. Me? Nervous, Hinata? Why would I be nervous? And Hinata just kind of gives a concerned look. And the smile falters, and that actual real Naruto comes out. It's like, I don't know. I've been training so hard to beat him, to avenge what he did to you. Get him back for that douche for that, but I just don't know if I gotta do that. I mean, maybe I am just worth and just not good enough. And just kind of like, no, and she kind of no light heavy smile. Just like it's like, you are Naruto Uzumaki. And it's like, you never give up no matter what. Yeah, you don't always succeed, but that failure just makes you try harder. That's what you bring. That's who you are. And that's why you're the person and she catches herself because she wasn't going to say, it's like, why am I? Like, that's why you're the person I admire so much. And Naruto's like, Hinata. And when she says that, and you can see something was off about that. It's like, and he kind of has a bit of heat under his, he's understated. He's blushing a little bit. It's like, she admires me, huh? It's like, for the record, Hinata. It's like, thanks. It's like, no, I promise I will win tomorrow. It's like, I know you will. And as they're leaving, he's like, Hinata, I kind of admire you too. I mean, just like me, I know it hasn't been easy for you the whole time, and I know things are tough with your family, but you never give up either, and that's really, I really admire that about you too. And just gives the cheeky smile, and then it's her turn to go tomato red, like, but she doesn't pass out. And so the day of the tournament comes. Our combatants are here. Ooh, and Sasuke's not here yet. Where's Dosu? Anyway, okay, well, the combatants stay in the ring. Everyone else go into the waiting area. Neji just looks at Naruto and is like, well, half-breed. And I could see him calling him something like half-breed or something like that, or mutt. Because, he's technically not, he's not pure-blooded at all. Hell, even the Branch family is technically pure blood, or close enough to it, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, no, they're technically pure blood because Hiashi and his brother are basically twins. They were just born several minutes apart from each other. So technically speaking, Neji is by all accounts still pure. He's just part of a branch household for some reason or another. Firstborn, secondborn, whatever. Ooh. Man, I do not like this. I do not like this stool. I do not like this stool, Sam. I am. And so he's just calling him a mutt, and Naruto just looks at him, and look, he's been called far worse in his life. He doesn't give honestly, this point is right now, he doesn't give a squirt piss about like the Hyuga family, their laws or whatever. He doesn't give they didn't want him, so screw it. He doesn't want anything to do with them. And Naruto just staring at him, like, what? Nothing to say, Naruto? And then he just holds out his hands like, I'm going to win. And then just you will try, and you will try, you will fail. And so the match begins, and they square off. And unlike before, there's a lot more tension in this area, and they're a lot more hesitant because Neji, while thinking he's superior, is also not stupid. Hinata even was able to even in the original, Hinata pushed him a little bit. But he's like, he's not. I can't can't drop my guard around him. He may only be some sort of lesser branch Hyuga, but he's still a Hyuga nonetheless. And Naruto is just getting in his own stance, which is different. It's not like that standard gentle fist style, because that's not what he's used to. It's more like a broad and kind of like he's ready. It's like, that's not a standard gentle fist style. Ko is meanwhile sitting in the stands and watching. He's sitting with Hinata, whereas Hinabi's sitting with Hiashi. He's like, that's not a standard gentle fist style, Ko. It's like, no, Lady Hinata, it's not. But Naruto is not the standard Hyuga either. We figured that he needed something a little different. And so they clash. And They go and they're dodging and they're weaving. Naruto, unfortunately, one thing Naruto doesn't have as well as something like, especially Hinata, but even Neji, is that immediate dodge reflex. Naruto's very tricky, he's very crafty, he's got good reflexes, but in close combat like this, at least at this point in time, Naruto doesn't necessarily have the best reflexes, at least comparatively to a Hyuga, whose bread and butter is close combat. So they're clashing. Ultimately, it comes to Neji getting that strike in, which he did miss in the canon and misses here. And Naruto kind of kind of actually catching him off guard because that's what he was hoping for. And just boom! And just kind of hitting him right in the, more like with his palm. Because he's not trying to like kill Neji or break his bones or anything. Well, he can heal a broken bone, not destroy his chakra network. He's putting less chakra into it, but he's still going to poof. And basically just, Naruto goes flying back, and Neji's, and there's a clash, like, I missed? Damn it. It's like, oh, that was close. Crap, he really is good. And Neji also just like, actually has to, like, shake his hand off a little bit, noticing that at least one of his chakra points did get sealed because of that. And just kind of like, because I always imagined the Hyuga being able to reopen their chakra points if they had to. Just kind of like, yeah. I give you props, Naruto, or I give you credit, Naruto. You actually got a legitimate hit in on me, and actually sealed one of my chakra points. Unfortunately, I'm still way beyond you. And sure enough, Naruto says, "Crap, you unsealed this chakra point? You can do that?" It's like you. This is why you're beneath the Hyuga family, beneath even the branch household. You're nothing more than a mistake. And then Naruto's just like, "Come on!" And then Naruto comes. Now, granted. And Naruto comes in with the clothes. Now, granted, Neji may have unsealed his chakra point, but he still got hit there. His arm still hurts. So, and Neji's not a fool. And so when he goes for a strike, he does feel that twinge of pain, or even just that pain in his arm. It's like, my arm still isn't completely healed. And he's just dodging. And he almost takes another one to the face. He's like, crap. And there's just rotation, boom, and sure enough, all the clones just poof out of existence. And Higashi and Hinabi are like, "What is it? That's impossible." And he points like the Hyuga bloodline runs strongest within him. And then she's like, "See, this is this is the true pinnacle of the Hyuga bloodline, Naruto. You would be wise to remember that." And it's like, why are you so obsessed with this shit, Neji? Why? I mean, you're a member of the branch family. You look down on me and everyone else. I would think you'd be more sympathetic or something like that, or something along those lines. And so Neji would definitely get into the conversation of why he feels the way he does, the issues about fate and destiny. And you were fated to be part of us, but never with us, Naruto. And so Naruto makes the mass amount of clones. Comes in and he just like laughs and is like, "It's no point if you don't. If you keep the real one all the way back here, poof, you're right." And then the Naruto's come in, just Naruto style gentle fist, raging. It's like raging chakra typhoon or something like that. He just makes it a stupid name. It's like rotation. And all of a sudden, a bunch of the clones are just being ripped apart, and the real Naruto's there. It's like, "I've got you." Rotation, what? And then Neji and Higashi actually stands up. How on earth did that boy? Impossible. And then they grind it. It's like, he figured out how to do it too. Impossible. And so they just grind and they just poof, get blasted back into the walls from the chakra, basically grinding, exploding against each other. Just, damn it! How did you figure that out? Yeah, you're not the only one who's trying hard to be something better than what life made out to be. I'm just trying to be all I can be. I'm trying to be a Marine. All I can be. It doesn't give you any right to tell me how to be. It doesn't give you any right to tell me how to live my life, nor me to tell you how to live yours. Yeah, this is going to be trickier than I thought. And so they go in again for combat. This time Naruto shows up for rotation when Neji's not expecting it. Neji not wanting to do that again, the explosion again, because that hurt. It's like, and he basically just takes the rotation, just kind of hits it with both of his palms. His palms get grinded on, and he just backs off. And Naruto's just kind of like, "You got enough yet?" And Naruto kind of like buckles again. "No, but you have, because you're within my trigrams, Naruto." And there's crap! That 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 16 palms, 32 palms, 8 trigrams, 64 palms. Now, luckily, Naruto, before this goes through, is able to at least get a hit. And unfortunately, by the time he gets the hit, and half of those 32 chakra points already got sealed up. So he basically just punches Neji at that point. Just yeah, there was no chakra in that one, Naruto. It seems you can no longer use the gentle fist anymore. That might have been your only hope to beat me. Give up now. Ref, there's no way he can fight anymore. And so Naruto looks at him, gets up after being kicked out. Says, why do you keep struggling against fate when you know there's no other path? And my victory is assured. Why do you keep getting back up? And Naruto gives that great line, because people called me a failure. I'll prove them wrong. And then just, Fox's chakra starts to, go through his body. Chiyochi, get the music goes. Like, what is this? Is this even chakra? And everyone's just looking at her, and Hiyashi's like, how did he gain this much control over the Fox's chakra? What is this boy? He's angry, shocked, and a little impressed, too, but what the hell? And so Naruto obviously goes into the chakra mode and just throws the shuriken at Neji. Neji dodges. They clash, and ultimately this time it doesn't resolve in the fake out. This time they clash. Rotation. Naruto having Fox chakra in there blows Neji back and actually stays put. His rotation just can't do anything against that rotation, and just boom. Neji just just lands on his feet and just damn. Boom, just out cold. It's like, the winner is Naruto Uzumaki. And it should be noted, everyone saw that he actually had the Hyuga bloodline. And to which the disguised Orochimaru said, tell me, I was unaware there were other Hyuga outside the bloodline, others with the Byakugan. Naruto is a special case, Lord Kazekage. The Hyuga with he has Hyuga lineage, but due to the Hyuga clan's strict rules and bylaws, they will not take him into their clan. Still, it's only empowered Naruto to push harder and strive for greater heights. I see. Very impressive indeed. Whereas Orochimaru's looking, it looks like, I have one down with Sasuke. You will be next, Naruto. Unfortunately, of course, one of the reasons that Orochimaru probably wouldn't put a curse mark on Naruto to try to possess him anyway. I mean, he might still put the curse mark on him. He doesn't know how the curse mark would interact with the Fox chakra. He also doesn't know how taking Naruto's body would interact, and how the Fox would interact with taking him or being inside his body. So, yeah, he's weighing his options with that. But ultimately, the crowd cheers. Like, did you see that Uzumaki boy? Who would have thought? And you get some people say, well, if it's only because he's a part Hyuga that he was able to do it. Still, it's awesome that he was able to beat Neji. That kid's no joke. Right? He was the best in his class. Everyone's just, everyone's just cheering. Fortunately, Hinata didn't get quite as wrecked in the fight with Neji in this version as she did in the original, although she still got pretty badly hurt and went into cardiac arrest. Here, she did, because Neji and Naruto were actually pretty evenly matched, she didn't have that scenario where she just started to freak out, and just started having a coughing fit of blood. So she's there cheering for Naruto. Naruto gives her the heh. And Hinata not thinking about it, and just kind of going, it's like, oh. It's all some of the girls are like, Naruto, and Hinata's kind of glaring. It's like, no, my man. It's like, actually, it'd probably be more like worried. It's like, oh no, other girls want Naruto now. And Sakura's just like, yeah, that's my teammate. And so, we'll actually fast forward part 9 this Wednesday to the Gaara Sasuke fight and go from there. Until then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Hit that bell if you want to be notified, and I'll see you next time.